Getting into this episode of GH, Lucy is making her rounds. Like she is making her rounds. She's trying to find any and everybody to be a part of this nurse's ball. She trying to ask Ava and Alexis, and Ava and Alexis wasn't here for it at that moment. They was like, I gotta go. I got stuff to do. Now she running over to Curtis, her and Jordan trying to talk to Curtis and Drew about it. I'm not surprised that Drew jumped at the opportunity to be a part of the nurse's ball because everything Drew does is for Drew. He obviously sees him being a part of nurse's ball as a good opportunity for his career as a congressman. That's all it is. It's a political move. Everything he does is a political move because he wants the public to see that he's involved and, he's doing charity stuff and he's trying to help this one and that one. That's all it is. He's just trying to show his constituents like, oh, I'm down for the people. I'm a good guy. It's all good publicity for him. That's all it is. He's not doing it out the kindness of his heart because at this point he doesn't have one. Now, of course, they trying to get Kai and Trina involved and trying to get them to perform, which I'm not surprised. You know what? If I was Jordan, I'd be pissed because Jordan had no idea she was going to be helping out with the nurse's ball. She had to find out from Lucy that pretty much Laura volunteered her to help out with this. I would have been pissed. I would have been mad because don't get me wrong, the nurse's ball is a wonderful cause. It is great cause, but it's about respect. At the end of the day, it's not about not wanting to help out with a good cause or nothing. It's just give me that respect to contact me and say, hey, shoot me a text, something, communicate. That's all. Communication is key. Communicate to me and let me know, like, hey, can you help out with the nurse's ball? Don't tell me I'm going to do it. You ask me, can I do it? You know what I'm saying? If I don't mind. That's what you do. Because what is Laura doing that's keeping her so busy that she can't help out? Like, what are you doing? I feel like tension is going to start to brew a little bit between Jordan and Laura at some point. I think it will. And I think it's going to play into what Boyle was trying to get Jordan to do. Because Boyle wanted Jordan to pretty much run for mayor. And I feel like stuff like this is kind of hinting at maybe that's what she's going to start doing. Because maybe she's going to get fed up. It's like little things here and there are going to start to, surface and start to piss her off a little bit, because this would piss me off. Like, you ask me, it's respect. That's all. You don't just volunteer me, and on top of that, you went to Lucy and basically told Lucy like, "Oh, Jordan to help. She had this, and that's who she had to hear it from." No, you don't do that. Hell no, you don't do that. That's a huge undertaking, and the nurse's ball is coming up rather quickly. That's a lot of phone calls to make. That's a lot of people to approach. It's a lot of detail that goes into making an event like this pop. No, you got to let me know this beforehand. I don't know why Curtis continues to even sit there and listen to Drew, because everything out of Drew's mouth is garbage. He's all about himself. He only helps people if it benefits him in the long run. Because Drew want to sit there and talk about, oh, I'm helping Kai the same way I helped you. And you're going to stab Kai in the back the same way you stab Curtis in the back, because you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way. Like, come on. He did Curtis dirty. And I have a feeling he's going to do the same thing to Kai. And it's sad that he's souping that boy head up the way he doing. Because Kai is super excited about the possibility of playing football again. But I am glad that Kai made it clear that he knows that there's no guarantee. I just don't want the boy to get his hopes up. Because I agree with Trina. This is moving really quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like the procedure, Drew trying to pay for it. That's a lot. You know what I mean? And Drew barely knows this boy. So I could tell like this is all PR for him. Like this is all good PR, good publicity for him. That's all it is. That's all it is. And he probably going to want to use him later for something. You never know with Drew. But I just feel like this ain't out the kindness of his heart. And I love that Curtis is stepping to him, letting him know like you need to back off that kid. You know what I'm saying? Don't offer to help. Don't put stuff in his head. Just leave him alone. Because everybody in that town at this point know how Drew operate, and he's shady. So absolutely not. Nope. But if Kai want to, at least Kai consulted with Portia. I give him that. At least he went to a respected doctor. Used to be respected. At least he went to her and tried to get her to look into it for him to see if it's legit, see, get the logistics for all of this. At least he did his due diligence on that. I give him that. He didn't just go with Drew and call him up and say, hey, I'm going to do it. Like some little guinea pig, like a fool. I'm glad he didn't do that. Thank God. Because some people would have jumped at that and was like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to go. Don't. Don't you dare. He is so tall compared to Trina. I seen her stand next to him. I said, oh, she like a little 12-year-old compared to him. I'm like, damn, he could step on her. I'm like, okay, you might need a ladder just to kiss him. They was getting a little hot and heavy on that sofa, though. I said, I ain't mad at it. You better go get you some. Anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad Jason and Carly had that conversation because it needed to be had. At the end of the day, I like their loyalty towards each other and how they try to have each other's back. I do. And don't get me wrong, I feel like, what? This is Carly's her karma in a way. Because how many years have we watched her all up in other people's relationships? She used to stay in Sonny and Jason relationships over the years. Every woman they got with, she had an opinion. She would literally confront women and be like, oh, he gonna dump you. Oh, you're not good enough for him. She did that shit all the time. So I'm actually happy to see that Sonny and Jason are not happy about who she currently dating. And Jason is getting involved. He's a lot more vocal about it than Sonny is right now. But I love that Jason's doing it because it's her karma. But at the same time, I feel like both of them need to mind their business when it comes to who the other one is dating. Mind your damn business. I mean, if y'all not gonna be together or whatever romantically, y'all need to mind y'all damn business. He need to stay out of her business with Brennan. She need to stay out of his business when he get a woman. Stay out of his business. Stop meddling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your place to tell somebody who's good enough for this one or that one. That's not your place. That's not your, you know what I'm saying? Just support them. Even if you don't agree with their decision, respect it, support it, and move on. That's what they need to learn how to do. It's called boundaries. And they need to have them. They should have had that shit 25 years ago. Because Jason let her run her mouth for way too long about his women. When he was with Sam, when he was with Liz, she just kept running that yap. And he allowed it for way too long. And now that he's standing up and saying something about who she with, now she want to shut it down quickly and put boundaries. No, it don't work like that because he do got a right to speak because you done spoke your piece about his woman for years. So he got a right. He got a right. But after this, y'all both need to mind y'all damn business. Stay out of it. And Jason can't sit here and say, oh, I can't protect you from the WSB, from that world because I don't know that world. At the end of the day, yes, Jack Brennan is a dangerous dude. His lifestyle is dangerous. It ain't no more dangerous than the mob lifestyle. It ain't no more dangerous. She has put up with Sonny and Jason's lifestyle for years. For over 2 decades, she done put up with that life. Her kids done been shot, kidnapped, on fire, all type of stuff. What worse can WSB do to her at this point? What worse? What else can happen? So it is what it is. That's who she chooses to be with. That's her business. Support it. Move on. So anyway, Jocelyn is back in town. And apparently she's back in town for some new assignment. I knew Jack was testing her. When she saw Vaughn take that package, I knew it was a test. I knew it. Wasn't shocking. So apparently she back for a new assignment. I wonder what the assignment is. I wonder if it got something to do with the explosion at Sonny's penthouse or whatever. I don't know. You never know with the WSB what they got up their little sleeve. But anyway, moving on from that. Christina. She got a nerve to want to be up in the chapel putting up prayer. Sitting there doing prayer for Rick and stuff. Oh, please let Molly's dad make it. Please. Oh, now you got a guilty conscience now. Somebody need to put her in an insane asylum because homegirl is tripping. Whatever happened to that place, Shady Brook? Whatever happened to that? They don't use that no more? They used to always use Shady Brook. I'm surprised they haven't mentioned that place in years. I always wondered what happened to that. I used to miss that place. But yeah, Christina, I have no sympathy for her. She's a whole nut. It's time for somebody to do something about her. Like, I can't wait for Molly to find out what she did and Molly whop her behind. No pun intended. But I hope she do. I hope she drag Christina. And I mean literally drag her. Grab her by her hair and drag her down the hallway. I hope she do. She deserve it. Sitting over here trying to cut folks' brake lines, acting like a fool. Like, go sit down somewhere. Now you want to pray. I'm surprised that place ain't catch on fire when she walked up in there with her foolishness. And of course, when they see Ava, Christina want to run. And Alexis is getting on my nerves, sitting there trying to tell Ava to leave and stuff. Girl, she could be there if she wants to. Who is you? You don't own the hospital. You're not a board member. You can't sit there and tell her to leave. She got every right to be there. Her and Rick are involved. They may not be an official couple, but that's her attorney. That's slash her dude, whatever you want to call him. She got a right to visit him. Like, Alexis, you don't even care about Rick. So, piss off. Go on somewhere. You know, I was wondering, are they ever going to give Alexis a different hairstyle? I feel like she had that hairstyle for like 30 years. I just realized that. I mean, I've seen like her hair when it was straightened out. Like, you know, she used like a flat iron or whatever before. But her hair stayed the same. I'm like, damn, you know. I mean, I think I seen her in a ponytail maybe once or twice. But I'm like, she ain't going to do nothing else with her hair? Like a bob or something? Like, do something. Little short, little do. You know what I'm saying? She need to spice herself up. Like, I'm just saying, do something new. But yeah, she need to go sit down somewhere. How you gonna tell Ava to leave and go? You leave. You don't care nothing about that man. I understand you there to support your daughter or whatever, but you don't like him. So why would you care who's there to visit him? Like, go about your business. Ava is really feeling Rick. Like, I could see it. She feeling him because she was like, I need you. I said, oh, Ava, okay. Oh, you smitten by that man. I am glad though that they're not killing Rick off, thank God, because I heard rumors. And you know, the way that they be doing Rick Hurst on this show is not right. Like, they'll use him and then they'll just write him off screen for years on top of years. So it's good that he back, and you know they not killing him because I do like Rick. He's a good villain. In a way, like, I wouldn't call him a villain per se, but more like a gray area kind of character. Like, he has villain tendencies. But he's not, I don't think he's not like full on villain, if that makes sense. But I'm glad he woke up and he remembered little details from the crash, like Christina was there. I'm glad he remembered that. Good for him. Good, because it seemed like Christina about to get caught sooner rather than later, because Ava done went down to the lot or whatever, and she had the mechanic look at the car because she wanted to know, like, why the car went out of control. What happened? And the mechanic was like, oh, the brake lines were cut. I said, oh. So I'm pretty sure she gonna go back to Rick and let him know, and he gonna remember seeing Christina there, and they gonna put 2 and 2 together, because 2 plus 2 equals 4. You gonna get her ass. Get her. And I hope they show her little ass no mercy, because she need to pay. She want everybody, she run around town screaming, oh, Rick need to pay, Ava need to pay, this one need to pay, that one need to pay, Dora the Explorer need to pay, Swiper no swiping need to pay, everybody need to pay but your little ass. No, you gonna pay. How about that? Since you want everybody in the world to pay, you need to pay. That's what you need to do. And I really hope Sonny and Alexis don't, you know, try to coddle her. I really hope they don't coddle her and they don't try to help her get out of this. No, she need to pay for her mess, since she want everybody else to be held accountable. Hold her little ass accountable. How about that? The girl is unbalanced. She's unstable. Nutty as all hell. And I hope Molly do get the swing on her. I hope she do. But I feel like this is definitely going to put a pin in her and Molly's reconciliation. Like, it will. You know. And Lucky sitting over here meeting up with her in the chapel when she sent him a text, because he mad because Elizabeth got hurt, as he should be. But my thing is, why are you not turning her in, Lucky? You should be turning her little crazy tail self in. Why are you keeping this information to yourself? You know she did it. So you have no loyalty to her. It's not like y'all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a relative of hers. You're not really nothing to her. So why do you have so much loyalty that you're helping her to cover this up at first? Like, she need to turn herself in, or he need to turn her in. I wonder what's gonna happen with Liz, because now she done broke her leg, so she gonna be laid up for a while. I'm like, oh, okay, so we gonna see her on crutches every day? Like, that's what we gonna do? I love watching her in the hospital though. Like, the way her face was all scrunched up. I swear, doctors and nurses make the worst patients. They really do. Because she was sitting there talking about, oh, I got to get out of here. Now, Liz, you know you just woke up. You got a broken leg. You know good and darn well you ain't getting up out that hospital no time soon. So you might want to relax. And that's pretty much what Lucky told her. He was like, listen, you're going to be in here for a minute. You need to just sit here, let them people take care of you until you are ready to go home. And even when you get home, you still going to need some help getting around. So you might as well settle in because you're going to be here for a little minute. And I agree. She is. She going to be there for a little while, so she might as well get comfy. And if I was her after all them hours and days that she work at that hospital, please, I'd be laying right there letting people feed me, bathe me. Please, I'd be sitting there being a perfect little patient because finally you getting pampered. So you might as well enjoy it before you got to, get the cast off and your leg is healed and you got to get back to work. Like, nope, let people take care of you for a change. I would be loving it if I was her. Absolutely. You wouldn't be able to pry me out that bed. You could use the jaws of life and I still wouldn't get up. I'm just saying. I gotta look at my notes because I think that's everything. Yeah, that's pretty much this whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. And I will see all of y'all later. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend. See y'all later. Peace.